Okay, thank you for joining. Share your thoughts in the comments. We are looking at Sweet Guluva and Ashley. Then Sweet Guluva finally said the L word to Ashley, like the L word we've been waiting for. Guys, there are lots and lots of reactions from that. In fact, before then, yesterday, I think they had little, would I call it disagreement or argument? But finally, no, it wasn't an argument. It was more like him, Sweet Guluva, reprimanding Ashley. And there's been lots and lots of reactions since then. And there was something I saw too, people broke shaming him, saying what's Ashley doing with him, a taxi driver and a barber and all of that. Well, it's going to be an interactive live. I want us to talk about this whole Ashley and Sweet Guluva. Okay, I want us to talk about this Ashley and Sweet Guluva thing. Okay, this is their thing, this is their relationship, this is their affair. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm really very, I think somebody said something in the comments. I made an upload. I feel he is focused on the game. Probably that is why he hasn't said that since. That's why he hasn't told her I love you or I don't love you and all of that. And another thing is also he is taking his time. I think I'm applauding him for whatever, because you are in the house to play the game. You are not in the house to play around. He's a focused guy. He came there for something, and in the course or in the process of the game, he met someone and they started a relationship, right? They started a relationship. So there are so many things that is expected of him, okay, as an individual who came to the house to play his game. So I don't think I want to fault him for some things. He really took his time before he could say I love you. Relationship is not I know that it seems shippers put pressure on them. Shippers want everything to be perfect today, but sometimes it doesn't really work like that, guys. It doesn't work like that, okay? Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. We have to give them time. They need time to study themselves, to get to understand themselves, okay, to get to understand each other, one another. So him saying that yesterday was like, oh, finally, we have been awaiting this. Right now, they aren't doing much in the house, okay? I know some people might think it's a life. Okay, I think Shini has gone for her. Let me just off and show you guys what's happening. I'm actually at work, okay. This young lady has gone for her, whatever. This is her, what do we call this again? Diary session. Okay, for some people who think we don't watch the show, we watch, but we can't be watching it 247. Right now, the other housemates are rehearsing for the wager while the Shine is for her. So, like as I was saying, this live is specifically for Sweet Guluva and Ashley. All right. So I think this young man knows that I'm here for something. I'm here for the game. I'm here for the money. I believe before he left his father's house to come, he already had priorities. He already had some things he had in mind before coming. He already had, let me say prospects. Okay, and he has plans for himself. Okay, I'm going to do all I can. If I win this money, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So he's not going to neglect that. Now, coming into the house, he has met someone who is Ashley, and we have been seeing the relationship. Now we know that he hasn't really come off to say this is this. And from the little that I've heard, I think he's a Christian. I think he's a genuine Christian. I think they say he sings in church or whatever, because even yesterday while Ashley went to meet him, he said he was praying. And then when he left the scene where she was doing whatever it is, he said, why are you sitting here? He said he went to pray, or he was praying or doing something. So you will see that he has a very good upbringing and he's well raised. So him telling Ash now, I love you, guys, is I wouldn't say he will be waiting for it for so long, but then probably he has ticked all Ashley's boxes and he feels this is the right time. Because even yesterday while he was reprimanding Ashley, while he was talking to her, trying to correct and educate her. She wasn't really being, she was just calm about it. She was just calm about it. She was listening to him while he was saying, I can't be involved in your whatever, I can't do this, I can't do that. I know I brought that update. It's only, I love all the comments, okay? And I think I responded to all few of you guys that commented. But one person had said something, and I think I concurred with that person. Thank you for joining. Double tap on your screen to give us the thumbs up. So I think I concur with the person who said probably he doesn't want to get himself into trouble, because at the end of the day, it's a game. You came to the house for something that you should have at the back of your mind. So he may not want to start involving in all her issue, and at the end of the day probably get himself disqualified or get himself a strike or anything, and it will be like that's not the reason for being here. So I know that in as much as he's showing his love for Ashley, he's also trying to like stick to the reason that brought him to the house. Yes, because at the end of the day, we all want our kids to be focused. You all would want your brother to be focused. We all are going to blame him when he came to the house, and we are very gullible. Tomorrow, fans are still going to say, don't mind him. He came into the house instead of him to focus on the money. He went with a woman, this, that, and 2M is a whole lot of money that can change your life and do a lot of things. So in as much as he is also vibing with his person there, who is Ashley, I think his head is also in the game. And some of the things he is doing, I think is also a credit to Ashley. Though me, I didn't like the way he was talking. I said, wow, this is a very strict person. This young man is very, very strict. Okay, but then you can't rule out the fact that he's been so thank you. Yeah, so that's just my own take. No audio, can't hear me. What's going on? You guys can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Please, can you hear me? Oh, sorry, I had to turn it off. Please double tap on your screen to give us the thumbs up. I was talking to someone, okay, who just walked in. Sorry about that. So I feel the young man is focused on his game, because at the end of the day, you want your brother to be focused, you want your friend, you want your son to be focused. So it's even a plus to Ashley, because you know that if your husband is at work, he's focused on his work. And the conversation they had yesterday, she was like, I know when we leave here, you're going to leave me because you're going to be, lots of ladies are going to be running after you. And Sweet Guluva said, no, I don't even respond to DMs. I don't respond to DMs. So I could say that he is a focused young man, and is a plus. For me, is a plus. You know that this one is just going to be focusing on his family, his kids. He's not going to have time for any form of any form of all those sneaky things here and there. He's just going to be focused on his family and his woman. If you'd ask me, people are saying he's not going to survive, that they are not going to survive. Yeah, so I think, to me, I love the relationship, okay, and I saw some things today on X, and people are saying that the relationship is not going to last outside the house. They are shaming the young man, and some of his fans are trying to defend him. You don't shame anyone at all. You don't broke shame anyone. People should be proud of whatever they do. If the guy is a barber, he's a professional barber, he should be proud of whatever he's doing. If it's, have you called her? She said she's coming. As long as he's putting food on his table, you don't need to. Ashley too is a stylist. She's got a salon. So all of this, the only thing I keep telling people is that once this young man touches the kind of wealth, you guys, he'll be like the yes ma'am. You're welcome, ma. He'll be like everything, like everybody's dreams. Now he's still looking very skinny. It seems this, that. No, it's a plus for Ashley because it's not every guy that will put up with Ashley's temperament. Yes. And I think everybody wants the best for their woman. No matter how successful, everybody wants the best for her. So I think this is a match made in heaven. But I don't really stress so much on ships in the house, not until post show, because it's post show that is going to tell me how. Because that post show, they are outside of the house, lots of distractions. You have your phones, you have secret admirers, you meet lots of people, and lots of temptation. So that's the time you can prove to us, you can actually tell us and prove your loyalty to your woman. So in as much as I am a shipper, I love, every big brother ship or whatever, true love, anything that comes out of the house, as long as it's real, as long as it's not forced, as long as it's not toxic. Like, I'm going to digress a bit. When I watch Sinaya and Z, you can see that sometimes I say, okay, Sinaya, you left your woman for Z, but be that the kind of peace he has with Z, he never had it with whoever it is. You might be blaming the guy, but you don't know if that is really where he wants to be. That's really where he wants to be. So these two people, what I see in them is hard work. They are going to put in a lot of work for the relationship to work. Sweet Guluva will have to be that very understanding, tolerant. Then Ashley also will have to be that understanding, tolerant, and respectful. And we have seen that Ashley has respect. She's not the type that can be corrected. She takes corrections very, very seriously. So I don't see anything that will make the relationship not to work unless family, or because the young man is still in school. We are not looking at them to get married today, tomorrow. People can be in relationships for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, get to know each other and all of that. But one thing I feel is that if you've seen something and it's good, there are so many things a lady needs to check. You tick all the boxes and see that this one can deal with my BS, this one can be this. So you stick with him. Money will definitely come. And anyone broke shaming the young man should not. Don't broke shame him for anything. And I don't think he's broke. If he's a student and he's also doing other things to make money for himself, maybe for the family, you don't have to broke shame him, because he can put food on the table for his wife. He can put food on the table for his family. So don't broke shame him. Please don't do that. I don't think the young one is broke. Even if he is, don't broke shame him. Hello, thank you for joining. Double tap on your screen. Do not broke shame him at all. So, but then there are so many reactions. I'm going to be leaving. I think this young lady is still doing the diary whatever. Okay, she's still in the diary room. I'm going to go to X. Let me tell you what some people's reaction on X concerning Ashley and Sweet Guluva. A lot are saying they are not going to last a day post show, while some others are feeling like they are going to last post show. So I don't really know what you guys feel about all of this. Now let me read out. The first one said, coming from people who are standing their former fave because of sheep with yellow bone, and the current one because they want her in a ship. I don't think Ashley fans want her in a ship. If you started from day one, you started watching from the premiere, from the launching of the show, from day one, you will see how this whole thing happened. when we started talking about them, was it not after he saved Ashley? It was after he saved Ashley and replaced with Jojo. Initially, you guys were saying machine, because one thing with BBN viewers is once a guy and a lady is always talking, day one, day two, there's already starshiping. But the young man got his eyes on another person, and thank God with that whole save and replace, they were able to create a bond, and we've been seeing how the thing has been moving since then. So this other person said, Sweet Guluva has been Ashley's sense of reasoning in the house. Even if his fans are overbearing, at the end of the day, y'all think Sifa can really hold it down for Ash. I don't think so. The same guy who said Ashley needs to leave energy to get back in the game, you're all on me. Now, people are comparing Sifa Lee with Sweet Guluva. Let me tell you. In as much as, yeah, Sifa may have or has his eyes on Ashley, and Ashley at the same time too may like, okay, this is a friend. The things Guluva has tolerated, Sifa is not going to tolerate it. I look at Sifa as someone who will be quick-tempered, who like, you want to tell me your head is hot, my head is hotter, there and there. Guluva may bottle his one up and look for the right time to like, vent it. But Sifa is, if you want it today, let's do it today. That's from the way I see him though. Okay, now, somebody said, I want to look at people's reaction so that I can know exactly what to tell you people. I know, this one said, I know Sweet Guluva and Ashley have huge support, and Supu and whatever also strong, but I don't want to talk about this. Okay, somebody was saying that Ashley is thinking for two. Something happened, and there was a conversation before this reply. There was a conversation. This person said she thinks for two, he thinks for one. That's why she has so much expectation from someone who is there for his game. Laughing out loud, Ashley, I will hold your hand when I tell you this post show. You will be alright. There was something Sweet Guluva said. There was something he said yesterday. Okay, yeah, I've gotten the conversation. Okay, somebody said, I think Machine is really taking time in this diary session, but that's not what I'm showing you. Okay, they moved to the house. You can see that they are still. You guys can see that they are still. That's that one up there. I just minimized it. Now look at the conversation. Ashley said, I saw you taking a nap with Jojo. She was telling Sweet, I saw you taking a nap with Jojo. Why didn't you come help me fight the farmers? Because today, she's the pig. So the farmers were trying to, I think it was a drowning pig or something. The farmers were trying to catch her. Okay. And Sweet said, I'm a chicken, you are a pig. You come help me do the same thing to the okay, I'm a chicken, you are a pig. You must deal with your own battles. And Ashley said, yeah, but you could have come to cheer me up, but you chose to cuddle Jojo. He loves sleeping a lot. He loves his sleep so much. So when he said this, some of Ashley's fans really didn't like it. They felt that Sweet is just thinking for himself and not for two. That was what prompted this conversation that this person said, okay, she said she thinks for two, he thinks for one. That's coming from Curious Kimmy. She thinks for two, he thinks for one. That's why she has so much expectation from someone who is there for his game. Laughing out loud, Ashley, I will hold your hand when I tell you this post show. You'll be alright. I don't want to blame him for being there for his game. I am a mother. If I have a son and my son is on the house, I would want my son to be focused on his game. Likewise, you. If he is your brother, you want your brother to be focused in his game. That's why he's there. Now, he came in and he saw somebody he's like, whatever he's doing is still for the good of the both of them. So if Ashley wins, it's to their credit. If Sweet Guluva wins, it's to their credit, because at the end of the day, that will show you that this young man can protect you. This young man can be there for you, because imagine him coming to the show, he's not focused, and he just playing, messing up because he met a woman. If he gets a job tomorrow, what do you think will happen? So sometimes always I don't like being biased about things. Oh boy, come close that door for me. I don't really sorry guys. I don't really like being biased about things. Do you know why? Because when you want to talk about something, put yourself in that situation. You mustn't really be saying things because we want it to go our way, or we want it to go, the way we want it. You get. So at the end of the day, his Sweet is your brother. I know you want him to be focused in his game. So I don't fault him for focusing in his game. But I know that shouldn't have been the response that he's giving. Now, I said it in my previous upload that I don't really like the fact that he doesn't want to be involved. But then, let's just assume that they are doing this because of the game. We are really going to watch how it's going to be outside, because if you're married to Ashley, I think you should be involved in whatever thing that concerns her. Okay? I think so. You should just be involved in whatever thing that concerns her. Right? Now, Ashley said, yeah, but you could have come to cheer me up, but you chose to cuddle with Jojo. Now, let me look at some of the reactions there. Someone said, stop projecting. She was having fun being a whatever. And how's this cuddling? His hand was slightly above her head, and you're both sitting differently. Ashley is not stupid. Please. Okay? Close that door well. Someone said, yo, Ashley and always fishing for fights from Guluva. I guess she enjoys the meaning they have. Well, I don't think she enjoys it, but I think she what she wants is